What happened to her?
The hanging tree got her.
Could you repeat that, Crash?
The hanging tree got her.
Oh, damn.
This like piques the attention of every person.
I don't know a person that wouldn't pique the attention of, honestly.
Owen is riding very slowly, very quietly.
Is the hanging tree another word for a town folk, you know, where everybody just comes together and someone hangs them?
No, it's a tree.
Okay.
I grew up in the city. I don't know what a hanging tree is.
It's a tree that grabs you and hangs you.
I stopped growling.
All of you roll me background information,
Minus
varying
me.
levels of DC depending on who it is. Mine is Chattermere, you're not fucking there.
Why the fuck did I leave? This is so much more interesting than what I'm doing.
In all fairness, I come from a desert, but I knew.
That is a good point.
Maybe not 20, maybe not 20. Just roll it, you never know. No. Okay,
that's
so... yeah, so...
The hanging tumbleweed?
It grabs at you and pulls you into the sands. Aldrich, this notion of a hanging tree, like, okay, you don't know of a specific hanging tree. It's not like the Sun Tree in Critical Role where there's just the one Sun Tree. But like evilly manifested, fey manifested trees that attack people, you have some idea of them. It's not too far out of the realm. So just haha, out of the realm. I'll take Jeff says in the chat, please.
No.
Damn it. Thank you, Mo. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, but he's simply to be pleased.
Yo, I lived. Only Fred quality jokes can kill me.
I guess so. The tolerance is increasing, Fred. Our plan is working. Soon, they'll succumb.
Soon they'll succumb. What the fuck? Okay, so.
Yeah, don't you guys know? Me and Fred have known each other for the past 2 millennia. Come on, let's keep up.
Checks out.
Get with the eternity, bro.
Yeah, freaking mortal nerds.
Bro, have you ever tried? Like,
Have you ever tried just like not dying, dude? It's so easy.
Just don't.
Just don't.
The Grim Reaper shows up,
dude,
kick his ass.
Stop, dude. Just don't die, dude. Come on, dude. Stop.
Yeah.
They
Dude.
waste so much time sleeping.
Don't be a scrub. Don't die.
Sleep, dude. Pfft, you need sleep, bro. Man,
Okay,
that
that's
was terrible. The immortal bro,
Please, no.
Oh god.
bro.
The Shadow Man is now the immortal bro.
There had to be a Chad in like the 1800s.
Dude, how's the farm work, bro? Look a little sweaty there.
Hey, dude, remember that chick last week I banged? Yeah, turns out.
Remember Lady
Running
Cecilia?
flag.
Big no, dude.
So
Anyways.
I'm like
This is
married.
terrible.
This is terrible. Moving on before this
Amazing.
consumes my identity.
Mishka, do you have any other family you can turn to?
Mm-hmm. Back in town.
Is, sorry, I don't know which town you're talking about.
Gallo Bear.
And you know where that is?
She shakes her head.
I asked the party as well. Do you guys know where this town is?
Look at him and blink a couple times.
That's all. I just gives you like a dead look. Aldrich, she looks between you and Marshall.
Turning my attention toward Connor and the others.
Alright. Immensely high DC. Let's do this. Not enough.
With a plus 11, I get it.
Well, no, I don't compensate for the modifiers. I don't care about that. I do put a straight face depending on whatever modifiers you guys have for DCs. But just that this particular topic is old. But it's a good thing you have an older being to help you out here. But she might still roll bad, so
Nope.
Or not.
the DC was 27. They're almost there.
Oh.
Shame. Jean does not help with stories.
Oh, does Nebby know?
She lived in Northern her whole life.
That is true, but
Give
I
it a
think
shot.
immensely high DC will compensate. Nope.
Well, it's just a +2, so she wouldn't have reached it anyway. Can I
Yeah,
roll
it's
maybe
20.
that? Could we all roll background info and maybe get in that 20?
Sure. This is a
What
very
story you
peculiar
heard
bit of history.
Even with a nat 20, I can't get that high.
Well, no, a nat 20 is a guaranteed success, so we'll say for this at least. We'll put the 5% chance in your grips.
Nope.
Nope.
Does she?
I'm just gonna roll for fun because this will be the nat 20.
This actually
I get.
sort of makes sense for Anella. She's not as ancient as, you know, is implied.
Oh no!
Oh, that's a
Oh,
shame you're not
Shadow
there, nerd!
I'm going to eat my hand.
Tell you what, I think you and Cedric would have had... Actually, no, you guys had just given her some food, so yeah, you'd still be in the most tracking during this.
Is it possible that someone in the group is telling us over the earrings? Please.
You're too far out.
Damn
Far
it!
I'll give it to you like this, and it's upon
Fucking
you guys
yes.
to adequately maneuver and roleplay it. You know of it if the party can tell it to you without metagaming. You follow?
I got you.
So when you come back, you have this information tucked away in your little head.
It
But can
just
someone
hasn't
inspire
appeared
it out?
yet.
And someone draw it out without you guys cheating. Without being like, oh yeah, she's from this little town called Gallagher because now that you're back, I'm just gonna tell you. You guys telling isn't the problem here. It's just that you can't just jump straight to it.
But she doesn't smell dead, right?
Is
No.
she?
Smell like
Is
a zombie.
she?
not
Is my Fedor reacting to her at all? Or is this just my-
It's reacting to Anella, a bit to Connor, but no, not to her.
I really want to shoot a dart in her face.
I don't think.
Well,
I've
she's a
ever
level
heard
0
about this
NPC, so
town.
you'll just kill her. Keep that in mind.
Can
Don't
you
murder
tell
a
me a little
child.
bit about it? What's it like?
Don't worry. I very much have the universe of cosmic justice. This child won't, or her family won't get you. The world will, though. Such is the word of Skill Keeper Thrustia.
Karma's a bitch.
I'll
Yes.
ask her. I've never heard about this town. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Well, it's a big town in the woods near the hanging tree. And it has a big river. And I play in the river every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of family and friends there.
That's nice. Do you live in a big house, a small house, a red
And
house?
It's okay. It's not very big, but it's not small.
What kind of colors are the houses?
They're brown because they're made of wood.
Oh, silly me, of course.
Some people
What's
paint
her-
their houses though.
What's her clothing made out of?
Just general textile stuff. Cloth of, what's the word I'm looking for? Not hemp.
Sackcloth?
Sure.
She's wearing a potato sack?
Just not a potato sack, damn it. Not cotton. What's the word? Wool. That's it.
So you're sheep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking.
Oh, well, yeah.
I
Is
go
the town? Sorry, go ahead.
I go behind Marshall and turn back into a human, but like without being visible, and just whisper into his ear like, "I think she's a time traveler."
What does that mean?
I don't think she's from this time. Sorry, robot.
I don't know how to help them. I'll let them figure it out.
Okay. And I go
I'm
back.
curious
behind
as to what your logic was of that she's not from this time. And don't say the history roll is from chat.
Well, yes, kind of.
Well,
But
that's metagame.
she's not dead. She's not.
Lots of people aren't dead.
Yeah, but she's from a town we've never.
Are they though?
Is that surprising?
Undead.
Oh, that's very fair. But no, yeah, I think I was metagame. But still, I think she's a time traveler.
Just be mindful of just because you guys as players see what type of rolls I make doesn't mean you as characters even know what a role is happening in game. Huh?
That's true, but everyone looks kind of interested in the story, and nobody really knows what's up. And multiple people of us are old and smart.
I mean, like, not really. Like the only person that's old, the oldest person here is Anella.
Yeah, and to me she's a god. So if she doesn't know that, then that means that's some different shit.
Who says she doesn't know?
She looks puzzled. I thought.
Did I ever say that?
I assumed it.
You know what
There
they
you
say
go.
about that?
You're not there. Shut up.
I'm talking to you as Garth.
Oh,
smart.
doesn't count.
Keep in mind, Anella's a fae. She's constantly smiling. She'd be a failure as a fae to let emotions flicker onto her face without her consent. Which is what makes teasing Chetamir so fucking easy. Or makes her human at times. Which is bad, as a fairy. So?
Is that town here the Twins?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I never. It's my first time in the Twins. I've been here not very long now. Do you know where in the Twins it is? Do you know if it's up where it's cold or down where it's warmer?
Warmer.
Down where it's wetter.
Shut up.
I'm sorry.
Warmer.
So the south then? Were you going north?
I think Mama said we were going west.
Oh, okay. West.
How long have you been
Maybe-
traveling? I whisper or like I say behind Marshall's back.
So like sort of flinches at that. You see this Baldric.
I don't know. I traveled with Mom for a couple of days,
Oh,
and then I woke up and I was alone for a couple of days.
Oh, that must be scary. Especially when you're traveling and a day seems like forever.
And she like nods and sort of like curls down herself, and Nevi just sort of hugs her from behind. You know, it doesn't take a genius to figure out this child resonates immensely with Nevi.
Oh.
Haha, hashtag orphan.
Hashtag Orphan Squad.
I guess, yeah. Orphans, plural.
Do you remember the somewhat stone-faced looking woman who was here before?
Mm-hmm.
I think she might.
Stoneface is an improvement, Chetamir.
I think she might have a map. Have you seen a map of the twins before?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you can help us and you can point where your town is. Do you think that's a good idea?
I could try.
Perhaps we can figure this out yet.
A clutch of hydras? Is that what a group of hydras is called now? A clutch?
Just a grip of them. No, a murder.
I don't know. I think that's what they call alligators. So that's.
You know,
I
that's close
built-
enough. I'll accept that.
I didn't
It's
have a point of
actually
reference.
very ironic that alligators are called clutch, since clutches are made out of them.
A
So I love
murder
it.
of
Easy
crows.
clap.
Clutch of hydras.
I like the sound of it.
More than one Hydra is just a bad time.
So many heads.
Heh.
Group of 2 hydras. It's not a joke, I'm just saying, it's an observation. Shut up. So, eventually Chedamir and Cedric come back, dripping wet.
I'd probably, in the interim, I'd ask her stuff like, so what's your favorite meat? Do you like...
Goofy things, colors.
do you like beef, cow, or do you like sheep? What? Do you have a preference?
She doesn't answer this.
Human, I say behind.
She doesn't answer.
If she doesn't answer, I'd probably go on and say, personally, I've always loved fish. I eat it raw, cooked. There's a really special kind of fish that's really good with this sort of spicy root. It's over an open fire like this. It's just divine.
So I gotta discover the fucking limp fish from earlier. The
Bring it
greatest
back.
worker. Oh my gosh. Some catfish around here in the twins.
Just me sort of talking over, noticing her being unresponsive to it.
So just pretending as if like nothing's wrong and just engaging casual, friendly conversation.
Yes.
Roll me your charisma with advantage. See how well you can ease her out.
Question:
Very
Is a birthday something that's normal in this world?
It is, yes.
I will ask her. When's your birthday?
Now Crash has to go to the calendar to figure out what fucking month.
Basically, yep. You know me so well.
I've had
I'd
my
say.
players pull that once, and it was bullshit. Because he did it specifically to be like, okay, what's the month system like? I'm like, fuck you.
Oh, what's your birthday? None of your business.
None your business. What's your name? None your business. Says it right here. See, none your business. Piss off.
It's a very long name tag.
That's none of your business to you.
Mr.
That was my
Business Chief.
father. Call me Mr. Fuck Off.
My birthday is 17th of Shining.
Oh no, we're in The Shining. Stephen King.
Does it is that a normal date?
The calendar's there for you guys to reference it. It's in the handouts.
Okay, it's a normal date. She has
You guys have
birthdays
just
before?
crossed
Six.
into Ebbing. Just crossed into Ebbing.
It's the 17th day of the 6th month.
Yeah, the
But she
17th of Ebbing.
doesn't give a year.
Well, that's when her birthday is. You don't have a birthday just for 1 year?
Yeah, she has birthday every year, Chedamir. Think about it.
I'm trying to help you, bitches.
Alright, I think Chedamir would be back now.
At this point, yeah. So you and Cedric return dripping wet.
I'm going to get a cold
Anella comes up to you and throws her own cloak around you.
Thank you.
And Valeska does the same for her husband, so.
Aww.
Which one has a nicer cloak?
Technically no, but she has fairy magic, so it's cheating.
It's not cheating in my book. I have the better one now. Ha!
Good thing Cedric doesn't give a flying fuck.
It's sweet.
You do certainly go off into the ring with a lot of people.
What are you saying?
Goes back to
I just got it. Oh my god. Oh, moving past that.
Anyways.
Yeah, so Anala's like trying to dry you off, like she's rubbing the cloak back and forth on you. Valeska's rubbing some of her cloak on Cedric's fucking faceplate helmet.
Sorry.
It's a very specific romantic gesture between the two of them. Probably something not many people can replicate.
Chedamir, do you have a map of the twins?
Oh. Maybe? Let me check.
You have a map of the provinces
Yeah.
in general. Not necessarily one of the twins.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess in technicality, you have a map of the twins in there because it has the twins in the map.
Yeah.
But
I think
like
she would
specific.
have. Yeah, the only markings on it would probably be like, oh, this is where Tiamar are, as she adds them or something.
Yeah.
Tiamar. Yes, that's English.
A detailed geographical map, but not a city, like base map and stuff like that. It's like a cartographer's like first edition, and then the second edition would have like towns and stuff on it.
So, are we picking up the kid and taking him home now?
Maybe, if we can. Can we see that map?
Yeah. So this
Pull it out.
Tiamir.
Tiamar.
Tiamir, thank you.
Do you recognize anything on this map, Mishka?
Now we get to roll for Mishka. Let's find out.
Mishka.
What you want to guess that Tumor is her town, just like
300 years
billion
later.
years ago?
Oof.
Oof.
She shakes her head.
Which direction was it?
The hanging tree is northwest from Galloper, and we were going west from the hanging tree.
Galloper?
Gallagher.
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Let's go to Whispers.
Ha! Hi, how's it going?
I'm a fellow Californian. How do you do, my fellow kids? So, Gallagher.
Hold on, let me get my
Older
notes.
town. Okay, take it down.
Okay.
Spread yourself. Gallagher. If you need me to slow down or like do stuff, feel free to say it. I'm
Should
like a
I
professor
stop
at
the
college.
recording real quick?
Up to you. Like I assume you're gonna give out this information to.
Yeah,
the rest.
probably, actually. Never mind, continue.
But this is a matter of on you as a player and acting as Chedamir on how effectively you deliver it. This is like the bad bane situation all over again, you know? Hopefully not as bad. Anyways, Gallagher. It is a real town. Before any of you are thinking, oh, it's fake. It is not what was pitched of. It's Tiamar under a different name. It is not that. It was its own separate independent town. Formed before Tiamar existed. And as far as you know, the town was, in terms of history, sort of abandoned. Again, here in the Twins, places to live aren't, most of the time, natural. They're usually artificially created, as seen in, like that lake outpost that you have passed by, stuff like that. People have to work for it, and Gallagher is just simply a town that people work to create it, but it just wasn't naturally capable enough to be sustainable, so people will abandon it. And this was around the same time Tiamar wasn't nowhere as big as it is now. This was its first couple of years, but people from Gallagher moved up to Tiamar because it was just so much easier to live there, and supposedly blessed by the gods. So double whammy. So yeah, Gallagher itself, older town. That being said, it is a town with some, which might be why you as Chedamir know it. It was supposedly a town of ill repute. That's not to say I had a shit ton of brothels and adventurers or something like that. Not that sort of ill repute. There's supposedly a town of unholy influence. That's not to say every person living in it was a demon, or that all of its people was a cultist and their mayor was a cult leader or something like that. No, not at all. It's just that the area that it was built in was under ill influence, which is why so many people speculate it didn't succeed. Like, perhaps if it didn't have this evil presence, it would have succeeded, but it did have it, so therefore it didn't succeed. Past that, the accounts of... You got a natural 20, so I'm not going to deprive you of that, but obviously you simply knowing this information is already big.
Here's a possible payoff. Because I always thought of her father being from the twins, so maybe he just told her the stories of those.
Potentially.
Yeah.
It could be any combination of Monster Hunter knowledge and Child Chetamere being told it.
Mm-hmm.
But,
influences the information. Continue.
So, what else? The actual details on the source of this bad influence on Gallagher is conflicted and vague, as legends tend to be. Obviously, the effects of it can be seen to this day. The town doesn't exist. But digging back is like archaeology, you know, you gotta dig back. Dig deep. And even then, might not be accurate, because it's just your interpretation. So different sources say different things, different stories say different things about what affected Gallagher. Some say it's just simply fairies. Go figure. Others say there was a well to hell.
Ooh.
There. Supposedly.
Nice.
Well to the hells. Again, who knows if it's true or not. Some say a different sort of, not a fairy, but like an elemental being. So, some subsidiary bastard of Margin United just sort of took root there and just sort of subtly but forcefully pushed them out. Other sources say that it was a artificial, non-natural source. Someone from within the town, potentially. A mage, no doubt.
I'm guessing
Different sources, different things.
I'm guessing there's no way I could get like a name of anyone that would be involved in this town.
No,
Yeah.
not. It wasn't a town of.
It's not that specific.
The hallmark of this town is it being abandoned.
Check that.
It
Okay.
as it was before, like fine. If it was fine, it wouldn't have been talked about. And there are always rumors and myths about hidden native peoples here in the Twins. Again, this place is just so isolated and stuff like that. There are plenty of places that aren't on the road that people can set up in and just never had to deal with the rest of the province. Which is why, you know, there's so many stories about hags and things like that right here because it's just so easy to set up somewhere, but you're still within, even if you don't care for it, it's still easy to go to an actual civilized town if you wanted to. But you don't have to. A very peculiar province, this place.
Is it possible to know like how old these stories are?
Let's
Like
see.
a rough
Tiramar
age.
let's see. Tiramar was farmed. Let me dig on my timeline.
Yay, timelines.
Let's see. The timeline. So let's see. Year of Hillen's annexation formally begins. So somewhere before that. Let's see, it's 1172 right now. Let's see. So approximately 3 or so centuries ago.
Hmm.
It's after Emily's last kiss, I can tell you that.
That's
or
actually
they're about the same time period. In terms of Gallagher's creation.
right. I was
In terms
actually
of its
going to
collapse.
mention
In
that.
terms of collapse, it's after that.
I was gonna
Okay.
mention that there would be like, hey, what do you know about House Bellinger? And see like what happens with that. But
Yeah. So yeah, in terms of like, because you're south of House Bellinger, the manor itself.
Mhm.
The place has to be built before then because civilized expansion went south up. So therefore, Gallagher would have logically had to have been built before House Bellinger, because you don't build a noble estate on the border town unless you're a fucking ballsy as shit noble, which some people in so far.
come at me, bitches. Oh shit, that was a bad idea.
Yeah, basically. So, like 3 or so centuries ago. Give or take.
Abandoned for a number of reasons. What the hell? Dun, 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 dun.
There are a number of reasons, like actually, like reported reasons of why the place failed, other than like
It
How to
could
say?
just be like people
the
left. and it
evil
sucked.
influence. People say the evil influence is what caused the reasons.
Yeah.
For all you know, it might not have an evil influence at all, and they just had the reasons. Put it like that. But yeah,
I mean-
just a lot of different things, like bad water supply, famine from a bad water supply,
What-
raiders. There's a bunch of reasons.
Would I be able to find it on a map with this information or no?
Uh,
Eh. south
How about we
section.
go back to the other chat and you
Yeah.
can roll in to find out.
Yeah, sure.
Edge knight.
She's a lich.
Yeah,
I'm
she
fucking
figured
with
it out. You genius, you.
No, I'm fucking with you. I don't know.
There's no geography, but roll me survival. Straight.
Roll me geography check. Bob.
Right?
Nope.
Yeah, you can't really discern from general description story, otherwise where Gallagher would have been.
I disappoint Cedric more. No.
I mean, Cedric doesn't even know this place, so.
Yeah, exactly. I think best way to describe this is, you know how
It's upon you as Chedimir to describe this information out to the party. Not upon you as Guard.
yeah.
Okay, bye. Marshall doesn't care. Shame!
There he is. I think at the mention of the name and after like 20-30 seconds, Chedmir's looking at the child similar to how Anella was looking at the bloodstains the other day.
Like a medical curiosity.
She is absolutely fascinated with this child suddenly.
Creepy.
Not like that, you.
No, that's maybe too old for her.
I think I have a congressional hearing for you to attend in the near future.
Shit, I hear the cops.
If you try to take that little girl out into the room and roll it in.
Oh my gosh, Marshall. Fine, I won't help you guys. Do your own
fucking
thing.
gold.
Chedimir's just gonna be off in the corner, wondering about shit. Having a nice, comfy
Easy
clap.
clap.
That's. Anyways,
Anyways.
I don't know where that city is off the top of my head. Our town is probably better.
More of a town than a city, I'll put it
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. It's south of here, but that's the best I got. Which is so useful. I'm not
that.
helping.
Like how you're just gonna hold that information I just gave you and just not.
It's because I don't know how to approach it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's just like, there could be multiple different reasons.
I have no more coffee. It's okay, the session's gonna end within the hour, so
Yeah.
I need
I just want to do like a signal off to the side so one of the fucking skilled adventurers. Just like
you guys are skilled adventurers. Look at the proficiency check marks you have.
so. Anyway, skilled adventurers.
Oh, wow. Who
Dude,
did
at
Russell
level
up?
7, and you don't think you're a skilled adventurer?
Have you seen what I've been rolling today? Besides the natural 20.
Who did Russell up? Russell up.
Let's just go with Valeska just to get her in here.
You
Yeah.
just like party girl, don't you? Take her to the forest too, huh? So she's
Oh.
gonna kill you.
My. No.
So yeah, you come up to Cedric and Valeska.
No. It was more like just signal for them to just like keep an eye out
Oh, okay.
because things are getting fishy now.
Gotcha. That's okay then, yeah. She's like wiping her husband's helmet and just gives you a nod.
I was gone for a minute. What happened?
Nothing, apparently.
Nothing so far. So, what can you tell me about your home? What was your name, by the way, again?
Mishka.
Mishka. What can you tell me about it?
It's pretty big, but not very big. It's made of wood.
People paint
What
their
about the
homes in
people?
different colors.
Some people paint their houses.
What about the people that live there? Any
I live there.
weirdos?
No, my family.
Do they all eat flesh?
What?
She quiets at that.
Pika, were you making a joke there?
No. She said her favorite meal is flesh.
You hear an arrow getting knocked on a bow.
But she's. Oh! I thought she was aiming it at me!
You hear like
yeah,
the
Cedric.
little gap of the arrow on the back getting tucked away onto the bowstring.
It's like calm.
Yeah, same. I was just like, I'm gonna shoot an arrow.
She eats people. Don't worry about it. It's like,
Love? Love. It's fine.
It's fine. You don't hear an arrow getting unknocked, but at least you don't hear a bowstring getting drawn.
Twang.
You don't hear... Wait, I can make this one.
Nerd.
Oh wait, no, this is damn. It's too good, too well made. It doesn't
doesn't-
make a noise.
It doesn't plink.
No, well, I could loose the bowstring, but the last time I did that accidentally, it destroyed the bowstring.
Oh jeez.
50, draw it.
Yay. Okay.
I imagine Cedric probably shoots something like 4 times that because he's a badass. But hey, what do I know?
Okay. That's explains a bit. Anyway, do you know of House Bellinger?
House Bellinger?
Yeah.
Fucking knew
Let's see, House. Do you know what?
Mama told me some stories
Uh-huh.
about Emily. Last kiss.
Yeah, that's right. Very sad
Were you
story.
there?
Did she say it happened a long time ago, or
Mhm.
like within her lifetime long, or her grandparents, or something?
I don't know. She just said a very long time ago.
When was the last time you saw your family?
2 days ago.
Aw.
Don't think that's entirely accurate.
So, help me here, Mishka. You said you got separated from your mom at the hang.
Mm-hmm.
Had you been walking away from your hometown when you came to the hanging tree, or is the hanging tree at your town?
The hanging tree is a bit away from my town. We're walking past it.
Also, why do you guys have a hanging tree?
She like doesn't say anything.
Is it for bad
Chetamir,
people?
she's a child. Why would she know that?
'Cause...
Just cause.
Yeah, I don't have... Jeremy just is like the hand rolling motion, I'm just like, go with it. It's just an odd thing. Not a lot of towns have that, especially like smaller towns near the edge. Not the
I
edge.
say she's an odd thing in Sylvan.
She's a what now?
She's an odd thing. But in Sylvan.
In Sylvan, I say, so are you.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Damn!
You're talking...
Mishka looks very confused at this sudden new tongue that yours is speaking in.
Don't worry about it. Oh boy, howdy. Fuck it, I'm just gonna be straightforward. You're like 300 years old, kid. This doesn't make any sense.
She winks her eyes a couple of times. She's very confused.
Yeah, no, I figured that reaction.
I whisper into Marshall's ear, I knew it.
You eat flesh. I know there's undead around here, and that town hasn't been around for ages. I don't think you know this, though.
I
She
am.
gets like this like peeve look on her face. I mean, shouting at you. You're a liar.
Aw.
Well, I don't think you knew this information.
So when I dropped off David, I checked in. The staff.
Oh no, he's not muted.
Two
Oh,
of the dudes.
we don't hear you.
Oh, whoops.
Tell David. I hope he's okay though.
Sorry, David.
I'm assuming that's the car guy. Which it sucks. Having had car troubles last weekend, I fucking know the pain. And I would like to murder a person who slashed my fucking tire. Anyways,
Jeremy is not good at handling kids. Anyways,
no shit.
it's like, look, I have no idea what's going on, but you like flesh. I'm 99% positive you're an undead, and that town hasn't existed for several hundred years.
It still exists.
Chetamir, she's not dead though. She smells like a human.
Undead?
I smell her here. She smells human.
There's a lot of things that can deceive you. Do I know, like, something that could be like, oh, poke their hand with this metal and they bleed differently or some shit, like something to...
No, monsters in this world have evolved past that.
I figured, but I thought I would try.
I try to battle that notion of,
But I like
oh
that
yes,
notion.
no, fairies always tell the truth, and silver hurts them. These creatures can evolve too, Well, it might have been that way back then, which is probably what made being a hero so much easier back then. No, things have evolved.
Isn't Seema like a fighter of undead? Wouldn't she feel that shit?
I mean, she's a cleric. Fighter of undead is a different thing. You can be a cleric and
Not
be
good
okay with
efficiency.
undead, as is necromancy. You don't
Okay,
play to me.
does she feel undead?
I don't know what ability she has. So
I think that's a paladin ability, if I'm not mistaken.
Pretty.
Is it?
Yeah, no, it is. One of my players is paladin.
Yeah, but maybe just some channel divinity stuff.
I'm looking into it. She can turn undead.
She can do that and see what happens to the girl.
That would be a
Alright.
terrible idea.
I mean, if you guys want Seema to do it, she'll do it.
They're
I
moderately
don't-
peaceable now. What happens if they're the other end of the scale?
I don't think that's a very Seema thing, though.
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah, no,
Seema is very protector of the orphans person. Because hashtag orphans.
Yeah. Miska.
A lot of orphan children here.
Miska.
Some self-made. Anyways,
What year
Mishka.
is it, do you think?
1172.
What year
What's
do we
today's
have?
date? 1172. Son of a
look at
bitch.
calendar, you nerds.
I know, I was looking it up. It's like 1172. It's like, that's
Welcome to this year.
accurate.
Freshly
Yeah.
turned. Well, not freshly. It's been a month, but
It is current.
1172. She's right.
Yeah, I know, I said that 3 times.
I didn't hear you.
That's fine. That's right. I'm very confused.
Mishka,
She's-
you
she seems much more active now, just in anger and annoyance against Shedemir, if nothing else.
Good. Someone else get info out of her.
Mishka, your hometown sounds very interesting. Is there? Has your mother ever talked to you about some sort of border or place that you're not supposed to go outside alone around the town?
She like sort of like shrivels into this.
Yes.
Is there a visible marker?
I don't know.
How,
Did you go outside?
what? How did
No.
your mom warn you about this area?
She said never go too close to the hanging tree. She said never peek into the web.
So,
Did she seem like a kid that's been caught lying when I asked her if she went outside the border?
Not caught lying, but it's a matter of caught doing something bad.
Yeah. I go down to her height and my bells jingle a bit and I'm just, we won't be mad if you went outside the border.
She already told us she and her mom did together.
Chedmere elbows Aldrich.
She like tears up a bit.
I saw something on the hanging tree.
Okay.
It's okay.
Was it your mom?
Mom tried to stop me.
Okay. I comb through her hair.
She like leans into you. You feel like her crying. It's like holding herself together barely. Never
You're
talking
not
her from
bad.
behind.
It's okay.
Take this as some sign of comfort. You hear an arrow being unknocked from the bowstring
Oddly enough.
and put away into a quiver.
When a kid starts crying, you stop shooting.
For now.
Well, also because there's 2 targets in front and behind you.
Yeah.
Fair.
So yeah,
Yeah, sharpshooter, it doesn't matter.
He's not worried about hitting you. He's worried about hitting her through. And hitting whoever's behind.
because it's like a 10-year-old child. That arrow's going through.
Yeah.
She
Anyways.
needs flesh.
Yeah, I just elbow Aldrich and say, "Remember the nocturne."
Yeah.
Remember the...
Edgar pecks your side of your head.
Ow! Damn it! It's not... Yes, sorry about that. We're gonna go kill that bitch. It's just not right now. I think, you know, similar scenarios, different target. Or different person. Fuck words. There were stories about this well being connected to unsavory places, and it's possible that the little child is... Anyways.
In Sylvan, I will say, well, we have a choice. We can either help this, by the sounds of it, orphaned child, or we can move on. I, for one, would like to help them.
That is an odd one for you. Wow. You want to help... She's responding in Sylvan, by the way. You want to help the kid, but you get nothing out of it.
I'm selfish, Chedamir, not a monster.
Fair enough.
I
And
like a
Sylvan, I
quote.
would like to add, but don't you have a hurry or something?
And we also don't know where her town is. Might be able to find it, but I highly doubt that.
Cedric, or not Cedric, my they're both the same in my mind. Go figure.
Connor.
Connor remarks in Sylvan. This piss. He can have an accent an Irish accent. So how impressive. The best place to look for information would probably be Sevlis. Seekers, Slayers hoard information about the twins.
Oh, but what might they do to the child?
Well, then we just don't put the child in.
I can
Someone stays
I can
outside.
wait with her outside. I don't want to go into towns anyway.
Honestly, probably a smart choice.
Alright.
Or if the child's okay with going in, she could. She doesn't seem to particularly hate people.
Well,
I speak of experience.
she's probably not the biggest fan of
Jedimir,
me.
when she
right
said
now.
flesh, does she mean human flesh or is any flesh okay?
Like, I'm gonna say probably any, but human is probably a very high choice. If
I mean, I can go
so-
hunt while I'm with her. I'm just,
I can go hunt too.
Jesus, we know. It's about when I'm
I'm saying
alone.
it could be easy. Anyways. We should take the kid with us and find out how to fix this.
That's settled then.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Switching to common, I'll say to Mishka.
Connor goes up. Fireplace and begins making coffee because he figures it's gonna be a long night.
Mishka, there's a town to the south where there are some people who might know more,
Mm-hmm.
but
Sevlis.
yeah. Have you been there before?
Mm-mm. She shakes her head.
Do you know anyone who's been there before?
Mama did. So
Did
that
she?
Papa does too.
Okay. Do you know if the people in Seblis are on friendly terms with your own town?
I don't know. I never got to go.
Okay.
We will be traveling a bit, and
Yes.
we will wait outside of the town, okay? For the others to return, if you're okay with that.
She nods.
Okay, we will have a lot of fun.
Maybe-
while-
Maybe I can go in.
If you want to.
I can be like Mama. See it.
Yeah.
And
Although,
not eat people.
Shedimir just
minute.
drops in.
Don't be
That remark-
rude.
Look,
You know, I eat flesh too.
lay off the diet already.
It's a concern.
I eat flesh too, Chedimir.
That's a
Just,
different
you know,
situation.
I eat birds. I eat rabbits.
But she doesn't eat anything else, is the point.
So I have lots of friends that only eat flesh.
Whatever.
Dietary choices aside,
She looks at the brewing pots of tea and coffee and things like that being brewed over the fire by Connor.
She no like or she like?
She's gazing at it intently.
Are you scared of the fire?
She shakes her head.
Do you want some coffee?
It'll stunt her growth.
Is that really a myth? I've never heard that.
Ah. It's a thing.
It's
I
a
heard.
thing parents say.
Only if it causes
Really?
sleep loss.
My parents didn't give that lesson to me. And here I am.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
It would if it caused a significant sleep loss over an extended period of time, because you do most of your growing when you're asleep.
That's a very
that's fine.
roundabout way.
I nap fucking every day. So
Every
easy
day, bro.
clap.
So, Mishka, what we can do is we can bring you with us. We're gonna ask around a bit in town, see if anybody knows how to get you home to your family. However, when we're in town, it might be because we don't know if they like your town or not. So it might be a clever idea to not say that you're from your hometown.
Oh.
Do you understand why?
Mm-hmm. Can you guys all roll me luck?
I just realized something very morbid.
Ooh, goody. Is she going
Is
to
her
eat
eye
our
falling
throats? Hey, that's not bad. Ooh. Oh wait, is it good is down and
Low
bad is up?
is good. Low is good.
Oh, never mind. I'm fucked.
Hey!
Hey, she got the ultimate roll.
Chico's mind is
Yeah.
anywhere else.
You didn't say about dad right now, and you feel free to shoot me in real life for it. Please. So... Connor's like listening to this conversation, and he reaches into his like bag of colding satchel thing, and he pulls out like human organs. I told you it'd be morbid.
Looks like Pico's going into the rank of Chetamir.
What?
Oh,
Do
are
I?
those human organs, Connor?
Aye.
Do I
Would you like some?
want to know?
Would you like
Sets
some?
down like different parts of a human body. There's like a liver there, a lung, a
Listen,
heart.
now I like that girl, so I don't care anymore. Would you like some, Mishka?
I just want to know why and slightly how.
Why do you breathe? She needs to eat.
Not that. Why the fuck he has a body in there?
I don't have
You
a full
don't-
fucking body in here. I just have most of it.
That doesn't
You don't
help
have
the
to
argument.
You don't
For
want to get-
autopsy purposes, okay? Leave me the fuck alone.
Damn it.
It's a comparable example.
Do you want some?
And, not gonna lie, the no forensic samples. Okay?
North
Chill the
forensic.
fuck out. But if you die along the way, I'll get a fresh sample.
Does she want some?
I'm gonna try because I'm pissing him off.
He's not saying this angrily, he's saying this like half jokingly.
Okay.
Does she want
Yeah.
some? Crush?
You hear her stomach growling as she looks at it.
Aww, poor baby girl. I grab it.
In case I don't want to know to Garv, the implication is that Connor has done what Kara does and stolen parts, or not stolen, but acquired parts of people from Northrend to deliver back to the Maestros.
I never took their bodies. I just took their possessions.
Yeah, but, you know, you take...
He took their really
part of them.
important possessions.
He took the physical part, you took the emotional part. Easy.
Yeah, it's, recycling.
Easy
You
cut.
don't need it anymore.
Do you have someone like skinned in there? That's slightly
He
different.
looks at Noah. Sir Connor, I am hurt. Utterly hurt to think you think I would carry a skinned person upon me. I would never do such a thing.
She has it
The
in a
sarcasm
closet.
is strong. You don't know about her closet.
I was just joking.
He slides He slides one of the kidneys over to Mishka.
I put it on a plate. She's not a savage.
It's like one of those like sealed mason jar sort of things, because obviously like super sealing things doesn't really exist in the world yet. She eats it. By the gods above, this child is
Silver
eating a
power.
human organ right now in front of you.
It does have a lot of protein.
She
What-
devours it.
What are her teeth like?
You notice that during this time when she's Upon initially meeting her, she had normal. She's fine. She's normal. Normal teeth.
Barking, and undead cannibals.
But when she's eating this, you notice that like her like front old teeth, they don't take onto a full fang like point, but they do lose a bit of their sort of rounded square and become a bit more jagged.
I just keep rubbing her hair, by the way.
You notice at the corner of your eye, Aldrich Owen looks incredibly disturbed.
White faced.
He's like still writing, but he's not even looking at his writing right now, but he's just like, his gaze is locked on this like scene before him.
His notes just say, "Oh my god."
I'll work
The
a
child
notebook.
has eaten the organ. I fear for my own. The end.
Does
The end question mark.
does he just go ham and try to eat the rest of it too, or?
Oh no, she takes huge bite after huge bite. She queers it.
I'm just like a happy mom, just giving her everything she wants.
Connor takes the jar back and closes it back up and puts it all away. And he looks at you, Chandler. Another lesson. Always take multiple samples of the same thing. Redundancy is effective at times.
I take my skirt and wipe her face clean.
You just wipe away the bloody bits in her mouth.
Of course.
Is it weird I can't even say that's the weirdest fucking thing I've seen in my life?
You'll make an adventure out of you yet.
Do you feel better now, Mishka?
Mm-hmm.
Still hungry?
Mm, not super hungry, no.
She seems much more open now.
Well,
She like
it's getting
sniffs
late.
the air.
Marshall, any comments on a good meal?
She's like smelling the vapors from the teapots.
It's getting late, honey. You should go to sleep.
And she goes over to the. She finally stands
Just
up.
chug the whole thing.
She finally stands up and she goes and like sort of sniffs from like the pouring holes. The pouring bit from the teapot. The spout. That's the word.
Sorry,
Spout.
what's it called? Okay.
The spout of there's 3 teapots set up. One of them has from what you saw coffee. One of them has what was it called? I already forgot. To my list of items.
Watch
in-game.
Wakers tea?
Yeah, Watcher's Wake. Yep, that's correct. And then one of them is called Pale Thought.
Okay.
It's from Graffle.
Do they all
It's
just do the
meant
same
to
thing?
be it's a very, very bitter tea. Like pointedly so.
Gross.
But
He'll be awake complaining about the tea.
no, the whole point of the Pale Thought tea is for like intellectuals that stay up and then are just miserly at the world.
Perfect.
Ironic,
So Connor drinks it constantly. No.
basically.
Does she
Anyways,
drink it?
Connor notices this and pours out a teacup of Watcher's Wake for her.
Oh, Mishka, do you not sleep?
I sleep.
You just like tea.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
why.
Eliza would give me absolute hell about giving a child caffeinated tea.
Yeah, no, it's probably a bad thing.
it's her
It's a
own
good thing we'll be
life.
traveling through the night, whenever this fucking rain pours out.
So
As
human
if
flesh
Forging
and-
United themselves heard Connor, and your guys' cries against the rain that's been going on this whole time. Magic, gods above be praised, or fate itself.
Oh,